to join the GMS family, and I help you launch and grow your social media presence, particularly YouTube channels. You've known I've done that for a very long time throughout multiple bullion dealers here in Australia. Of course, Bullion Now, that's where you probably know me most, my face, my voice, etc. from all those awesome videos. Me, a lot of the time behind the camera doing the narrating, or kind of the guy behind the camera, the epic unboxing videos, singing the intros and all that kind of stuff. And you've seen me on the front of the camera as well. And then I helped revitalize Ainslie Bullion's YouTube channel. They've got a great content now, so I help your business do the same thing. It doesn't have to be a bullion business, any kind of business. And I've got multiple clients, and they're doing great guns already. And of course, one of those clients happens to be one of my brand partners as well. So that's Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. Go check them out. And my second brand partner is Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Check them out, and you may hear a little bit more about them later on down the track in the show. But of course, we've got to do the shout outs. I'm back in the office, home office, back here. I've been, as you know, away for the last few days doing some entertainment stuff. As you know, that's what I do for my nighttime job for 25 years. Pete, repeat, GMS, at work today. Try and stay on as long as possible. Cool. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks, Pete. I appreciate it. Gold. Tony Peterson, chat mum, has just said gold with an up thing there. That could be because as a response to my video title, which is gold steam running out? Now, I'll clarify that in just a second. I actually kind of clarified it in the first 1 minute of the show. CT, GMS, CT from the Lone Star State in Texas. GMS says Tony Peterson. Lance says on Matin. Oh, God. Oh, it's another one. So what's that? I don't know what that's going to be. On Matin, that's good morning something. I don't know. You're going to have to tell me the language that one's in, please, Lance. Let's see. Morning, Joe. Morning, Jason Ashworth. Can't wait to hear. Okay. So Tony said, can't wait to hear how the Achtung Baby show on the cruise went. Now, I'll give you the answer right now. It didn't, because it wasn't the U2 show Achtung Baby cruise ship show. So that's my band that I'm in. I'm in a U2 tribute band as a Bono. But I fill in with lots of other bands. Someone gets sick, someone, whatever, they call me, and I answer the call. And I go, so I was actually with an 80s tribute band called Forever 80s. Okay. And I was there doing that cruise ship gig for 3 nights. I was there. So flew up on Friday, did the Friday night show, did the Saturday night show, and then we had Sunday off. And Sunday night off, and then I just got home yesterday. So yes, wasn't the U2 show. The next U2 show, I should do some plugs for that, shouldn't I? The next U2 show is in Perth, October the 5th in Perth. If anyone here is from Perth, WA region, we will be at the Rosemount Hotel Saturday, October the 5th in Perth. So just in a couple of weeks' time, the U2 show Achtung Baby, and we're all around. October is the kind of not all around Australia. We're in Queensland in October. We're in Tasmania, I think, in October or November. It's a big week, a big month next month for the U2 show. So I should actually probably do a little bit of a thing. We could do some kind of Good Morning Stackers nightly meetup at my gig. Hey, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? It was French. Sorry, Lance, I didn't realize. Tony Peterson says, can we please have the spot price bilingually, Joe? Yeah, in AUD as well as USD. Maybe today, maybe. Ooh la la, ooh la la. And that is it, people. All right, so get your final shout outs and all that kind of stuff in, but let's talk about today's thing. Is gold's steam running out? Question mark. You may have hit the time code right there. But look, on the short term, let's just ask that question. I'm not saying it is. And let me give the big usual stuff. Doesn't matter anyway. Should you just be dollar cost averaging? Yes. Great way to do it. So if the price gets a bit peaky and you're buying at the top, doesn't matter, because you're just buying regularly. If it has a bit of a dip, you just buy and you're lower. You're just averaging your cost over time. DCA is the way. But out of interest, we are coming to an area here, and we've been talking about it for a while. It's the mother of all trend lines, and we're just peaking there. Okay. So just want to have a look. We've just got to always look at the other side of the bullion coin. Okay, and hit the big red subscribe button to join the family, and hit the like button right now for me. If you can all do that right now, that helps with the algorithm. I'm going to share the screen, and we'll take a look at the gold price. Then we'll do silver, and then get your chart requests in as well. We'll take a look at something. Preferably something I've never seen before. I like to do first live looks. So this is gold on the monthly time frame, priced in US dollars. We may do Australian dollars, but again, this is a worldwide international show. So I do know a lot of my subscribers are obviously Aussie, but we'll see. But let's get through the USD stuff first, because it is the world's reserve currency. 2,626 US dollars. Monthly time frame, meaning each one of these candles is here represents 1 month. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the mother of all trend lines, going through 1980. Can you see that just above the top left of my head right there? 1980, the first peak of about 850 US dollars in 1980, roughly. The 2011 peak of 1,920 US dollars. And that formed this trend line right here. It's a huge one from 1980, 2011. And right about here where we are now. That's why I'm just saying, is the steam starting to run a little bit on the shorter term time frame? Now, let me be very clear. I am bullish on gold, as we all are. I'm bullish in the years and years and years and years coming. Okay, we're talking, $10,000 gold is very easy. What's the price of other stuff? Goods and services when gold's at $10,000, because inflation. But $10,000 gold, yeah, definitely easily doable over time. Okay, and probably we're talking probably not that far away. In terms of years ahead, $5,000 at least, right? But let's just look on the shorter term time frame. Okay, we are coming up to the mother of all trend lines. It's nearly been hit. We're actually in that sort of $20 range that we've been talking about. Okay, so we're now at that, close to that $20 range. Technically, we peaked at, on this index, we've actually peaked so far at 2,600, if you look up here, $2,634.86 US. It's coming very close. When you look at this on the monthly time frame and you zoom out, right, it's really, really close. Yeah, haven't hit it yet, but this is an area which is going to be significant, and it could be significant in one of a couple of ways, right? Is the steam running out here? Let's take a look at we're just doing this side of things, and again, dollar cost averaging. Why do you care anyway? But for anyone, I don't recommend trying to trade in and out of gold, but people who if you can't help yourself and you're going to be that kind of person, you just got to watch this other side of it. Okay, right here on the monthly time frame, we are in, and again, please understand, I hate saying this is happening. I just want you to look at the other side of it. Okay, we are in extremely overvalued for gold on the monthly time frame already. Okay, and look, you can spend a lot of time in there. Okay, and you can have multiple goes up into the extremely overvalued, but we are there already. On the weekly time frame, we're already in extremely overvalued. Again, you can spend a number of weeks. So that's why I ask, is the steam running out? Doesn't mean, I didn't say, has the steam run out? Is it ran out already? No, but it's starting to run out. Okay, we've had this beautiful move since breaking this 1, 2, 3 peaked level here of 2,080 US dollars. Let me get my head out the way right there. Okay, and since then, you've had this huge move. It's about a 30% move, I think, 27, 30%, like that. Okay, look at that. It's a pretty decent move, 27% since we broke here in January of this year. So we're up almost 30% for the year, okay? And when we take a look at the bottom, and I think I did mention this in the Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum post, which was, that's 2015, right here. So when we posted, which is now obviously the low, right there in about November, December of 2022, so kind of like the start of the year, start of 2023, that's a 60% move, okay? And we're getting up to the mother of all trend lines as well. So it feels like something is happening here. Now, one of two things is probably going to happen. We either have a significant breakout or we start running out of the steam around about here. And this would actually be kind of very natural, okay? Again, please understand, I'm not a doomsdayer. I'm not saying it's all down from here or anything. I just want you to take a little look. I could be completely wrong, even though I'm not really making a call on this. I'm just saying watch out for the other side of it. You could certainly, break up, and then that becomes, that would have to remain as support. If it's a failed test to hold as support, then you'd probably see a quick move further down, okay? And again, wouldn't be surprising after you have such a large move, that 60% move, you break out of this $2,080 level, you've had this wonderful move here, some consolidation, it's just not surprising, okay? It shouldn't be a shock to anyone. And at least anyone watching this channel, it shouldn't come as a shock to anyone. If you see, for example, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, right? Necessarily going to happen, but if you saw, say, 6 months worth of, sort of 3 to 6 months worth of a consolidation move, anywhere all the way back down to anywhere, maybe down to the 2080 level. I've had this best buy zone drawn in for quite a while. Let me find that. Where's my best buy zone? Right there. So I've had my best buy zone drawn in at between 2,250 anywhere down to 2,150. So a move down to here, again, not saying it's happening, guys, but a move down to here, it's just not surprising at all. And it will be a really good opportunity, if you've got your core stack and you're looking, I've got a bit of spare dry powder, and I don't dollar cost average anymore. Maybe you're not a dollar cost averager, okay? And you bought all your core stack a while ago. You've seen this huge move, this 60% move in the last, year and a bit. Year and 8 months or so, or you've seen this 30% move since we broke the 2080 level. You see that we're up to the mother of all trend lines, and something's going to happen around there. Could blast through, okay? But you've got to take the other side of it. We go, okay. The fact that we're in extremely overvalued already on the monthly time frame. We'll take a look at the longer time frames as well. Just keep that in mind. The 2250 to 2150 is my personal best buy zone. Doesn't mean we're going there, but I just want to show you that it feels like the steam, for me personally, it feels like the steam is starting to run out. So I'm going to say that, in my humble opinion, on the shorter term time frame. Again, we're just leaving the station of the gold bull era. Okay, and I'll show you something in a minute, which a lot of you have seen already, but for the new subscribers, or if you're watching live for the first time, I'll show you a quick little ratio chart which says the gold bull era hasn't really even begun just yet. We're in the gold bull market, but the gold bull era is on its way. Okay, maybe just left the station, but just take a look right here. This is on the daily time frame. Okay, a little bit peaky. On the daily time frame, we're already in extremely overvalued or overbought on the daily time frame for gold as well in USD. And again, we're at the top end. We're right here at the mother of all trend lines. Okay, so just keep it in the back of your mind. Now, what would negate all of this? What would negate it? Obviously, cracking straight through. And let's take a look at the positive side now. Cracking straight through. This is the monthly time frame. Cracking straight through in the next few months, cracking way up above, up to that sort of $3,000 area. That would signal, a good bit of strength. But let me pop you on right here. That one, the 1980s. No, I don't want that one. I don't want that one. I want the rectangle. Where's the rectangle? Excuse me, gang. Horizontal. Nope, it's not even there. Where is it? Oh, it's my Fibonacci. Sorry, gang. Give me a sec. I've had it drawn in for a while. Is that it? That's not it. That's not going to be it. Sorry. Fibonacci. Nope, it's not that one. It's the 1980s Fibonacci. Sorry, this is the worst live show in history because I can hardly see anything here. There we go. That and that. There we go. So, as I've been saying, if we do continue up from here, I would suggest that, I would even still say that the steam it's starting to run out. So you could have this quick last kind of short-term euphoric pump where everyone goes, and you really got to watch out for this, okay? This is the trap that you got to watch out for. It starts clearing here and people go, bang, we are onwards. We've broken this mother of all trend lines. It is looking great. Look at this. Euphoria, euphoria, euphoria. We're onwards and upwards, and around about that $2,875 to $3,000 level-ish. It could be, $2,750. But somewhere in this general area here, could be the blow off top on the short term time frame, not the long term, the short term, where people go, oh, it's over the mother of all trend lines. This is fantastic, great. Oh, it's onwards and upwards from here, and that's where it gets you. Okay, so this area, that's why I haven't drawn it right here. I've drawn it in this general area here. You've just got to be a little bit weary. Okay, again, on the shorter term time frame, nothing goes up forever. We've been up 60% since the start of 2023. We're up 30% since breaking that very clear resistance line of 2080. Okay, so here-ish, kind of the time. And I personally, and I will remain with the call, I think the steam is running out on gold on the short-term time frame. Watch for the price to peak, in my opinion, on the short-term time frame, short-term, anywhere between now and this area here of that 28.75 to 3,000. I know it's a decent area, but look, it's that's about $275 range, and the percentage range is anywhere between now and sort of 13-14% higher than where it is now. And on the grand scale of things, that's not huge, okay? That's why it feels like the steam for me is, running out a little bit, okay? Now, I could be completely wrong. I'd be happy to be completely wrong. I'd love for it to just go blip, 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 and sail up forever and, hit $4,500 in the next 2 months. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Sure, I'd get a little bit worried about what's happening in the world if that was the case, but that's not happening, okay? Just be wary around this kind of area. So that's why I do think steam is running out for gold on the short term, okay? I know you guys don't like to hear necessarily it's not doom or anything like that, but I'm not a moon boy. I don't say gold and silver to the moon forever and all that kind of stuff. I'm not that real clickbaity kind of thing, right? And nor will I do so on the opposite. I won't say gold's done, it's finished, it's all that. No, we're just a little short-term peakiness around here, okay? And I think most of you can see that. So I'll get your comments on that. What do you think? Any comments below about that? Let's see. Lance says, I got no idea and know nothing but gold, 2,800 retrace to 22 to 2,300, then onwards and up. Just an opinion, and I am no one. You know what? And I'm no one either. Who the hell am I? Yeah, I've worked in the precious metals industry for a long time, but what does that mean? None of us know anything. But it just seems to be the most, that's about right. That sounds about right. Maybe that 2,800. I'd say anywhere from now to that kind of general area. But I do think we are set for a retrace soon. So I do think the steam is running out for gold. For the moment. Now, if that's the case for gold, that means it would kind of have to be it doesn't have to be the case for silver. Well, we'll talk about silver in just a second. I'll get, Tony Pearson says, love me some doom porn. Now, it's a little bit different. The doom porn's the whole, the SHTF scenarios, and that in the SHTF scenarios, that kind of doom porn, then gold goes that away. Let's see. Desi says, yes, understood, and that's what I thought too. Okay, we'll go back to here. A few comments right here. Daisy says, hey everyone, thoughts on silver always dropping by the end of the month? Maybe you jinxed it by saying it needs to close over 31. Yeah, that's generally what happens with the prices of almost any asset. The prices tend to have your peaks before the ends of big time frames, particularly before the ends of months, because they're called candles for a reason, right? They're called candles because they have peaks and then they close at below the peaks generally. Or, they have dips and then close above the dips, right? That's why you never see, or hardly ever, I should say, see real solid, just full green, or full red and full red. That's why you tend to have, a peak and then a trough, or a dip and then a trough, and then or a dip and then a close above. Okay, so that's generally why, you'll peak if you're in a bull market, or if you're in some green candles, you'll peak before the end. Okay, and that's why I was saying, and that's why I have been saying with silver, and we'll look at that in just a second. You got to close the month above $31. But let's go straight to that, and I'll get to some other questions in just a second. Let's take a look at silver. Silver on the monthly time frame, priced in US dollars, $30.67. Again, I will harp on this. It is about the closes. It's not about the spikes, as we just talked about just then with Desi's comment. we did spike above 31, but again, it's not the end of the month yet. That's why, again, you have candles. That's why they're called candles. You have the body and you have the wick. You tend to spike up and down, and then you close in a range in between there. There are certainly times where you basically don't have a big spike at all. Take this, for example, on, where are we? This is May of 2020. Okay, wow, what was going on around about that time? Now, that's a bit of a, black swan kind of event, right? But it certainly happens a lot. Oh, look at this. I mean, take a look. It's certainly, you don't have big spikes. Okay, you can certainly, where we opened here, it was $14, and then it spiked to $15.50 and then closed at $15.47, right? So it was only like a 3-cent difference. So there are times where you can certainly have a spike and then close around about the spike. That's quite a bullish scenario, okay? And then we saw that following month. If you spike and then close around about where you spiked that's quite good, for the price of something. And similarly, if you have a big, and I can't find one, oh, there, right there, okay? If you have a red candle and then you spike down and then you close the month at that spike, right? Then you can see some lower prices. It sort of indicates some lower prices coming, at least for a short period of time. Cool. So going back to silver, where we are right now. Yep, we are not yet. We have yet to close above, but we've got about a week or so until the end of September. So you've got a bit of time. You've got a bit of room to move. Okay, we need to close above 31 US dollars. It's my final hurdle, closing the month. Okay, we close the month above 31. Again, not at 31, not just right on the line, because that's a resistance line. Okay, above. So we're talking like, I want to see 31.15, 31.20. That's what I'd like to see us close at for them to say, full bull, looking good. I mean, we're 90%, 99% in a bull market. We're going to see some more dips, yeah, quite possibly. But for me, it's got to close above that 31 to say, okay, then the following couple of months at least would, see, some higher prices from there. But we're not there yet. Okay, here on the weekly time frame, it was positive to see that we closed the week above it. That was good, but then what did we do? Smacky down, okay? And we're below that area. So I just have to say, while we're below 31, look, we're still looking great. We're above this trend line right here. That's looking good. We're above this little $30.20 area right there. So it's looking fine. It's looking positive for higher prices, but we're not there yet, okay? But we're above this trend line, so that's positive. So while we're above there, great. And just watch that $29 area. You start closing below 29, not good, heading all the way down probably to the $26 level. That's really it. So in terms of gold, which I think it's starting to run out of steam. It hasn't peaked necessarily yet, not saying that, but it's starting to run out of steam. So in general, where gold goes, silver would follow, but it just means silver does have some room to move. If gold's going to have a bit more of a shorter term, euphoric, everyone's jumping in, and then we have a bit of a sell-off, okay, that means that can propel silver at the same time, okay? So if gold's not done just yet, if the steam is running out but it hasn't run out yet, it's got some room to move, so silver can, come up to this general area here, and then if gold was to turn over, then I would imagine silver would do the same thing. But look, none of us know exactly what's going to happen. I just do feel a little steam running out in the gold market, and that would say similar for silver. But in terms of silver in relation to gold, well, the gold to silver ratio, and we'll take a look at that in a second. Gold to silver ratio could certainly, go in silver's favor. But that's really all you need to know for the silver price. We have yet to crack and hold above 31 on the monthly. And we're above that line, and we're above 29. So just please don't close below 29. Don't close a week below 29. Not good. I would suggest that would bring us down to probably down here. But I could be completely wrong on the relative strength index. What's it saying? Yeah, we're just moving in the upward direction. That's good. Weekly time frame. We did crack. As I did show you, we did crack here. Dang, where are we? All right there. Get your chart requests in just a second. So any chart requests, preferably something I haven't done before. I like to do live looks at that. So we did break this trend line, and it looks like it might be a break and then a retest of this trend line on the relative strength index on the weekly time frame. Okay, so we're trending up at the moment. So that's looking good. Cool. Let's just remain above there. And on the daily, I did the daily, and on the monthly, as I said, on the monthly, it looks like we're ticking up, but of course, don't forget that the month has not closed. So if the month closes, significantly lower, then this won't be ticking up. This will be from there. That'll then curve down like that. Okay, so we haven't closed the month. But that's all I need to see. Close above 31 and looking good. On the longer term time frame, as you know, I'm very bullish for silver. We're talking, much higher prices in the years coming. Again, just looking a little peaky for gold. Steam running out, so then I have to say the same for silver, because in general, where gold goes, silver follows. Okay, but you could certainly still have, weeks ahead of, higher prices for gold and silver. Okay, but the steam is starting to run out on the short term. That is gold and silver. I probably won't for Tony. I probably won't do AUD today. This is platinum. Oh, dang. All right, so platinum on the weekly time frame priced in USD. We are back into the depressed zone. However, we're in the top end of the depressed zone. And I guess what I'll say here, the one positive to look at is that we are, and I'll have to show on the daily, sorry. On the daily, you can see that we did have found support so far at this trend line right here. It goes through this point, and we found exact support on it for the moment. But we are back below the 2008 trend line. Not great. I technically have to be depressed for platinum while we're in this area. I have to stick to my rules, okay? I'll get extra depressed if we crack below and close a day below 945 USD. That would really signal to me down back into back to the best buy zone, cracking this area here. So the best buy zone 900 anywhere down to 750, with the big levels of 870 and 840 as support levels there. We already technically hit the best buy zone, so was a correct thought as that being the best buy zone at $900, but we haven't gone into the belly of it. Let's just remain above here, shall we? Let's get straight cracking back above that 2008 level, and I will be a happy camper. Well, starting to be a happy camper once again. But Lucy did it to me again with the football. She went, "Hey Charlie, this time I promise I won't pull the ball out from under you." And then she did it again. I'm back in depressed land. But that's platinum. If you hold platinum, good on you. I think it'll probably go well in the longer term. We are at historical lows against gold and silver. So, you might hold a little bit of platinum. I probably won't get more into platinum until we do one of two things. Either we come into the belly of the best buy zone, which again, I call it the best buy zone for a reason. It's the best kind of risk to reward, or until we confirm that we're in a full bull market. And full bull market for me is anything over on a monthly time frame, closing a month, final hurdle of 1,115. So we're kind of in this giant, range just yet. So I don't have any more platinum. I'm not considering any more platinum unless we get into here or unless we get over here. That's the way I'm playing it. You do you. That is platinum. Gold to silver ratio very quickly. Then we'll do some quick little announcements and stuff, and then we will take a chart request. We're back in the any metals game area at the moment. This is the no man's land, where for me it says, okay, there's no clear winner in the long term just yet. While we're above here, it says gold's starting to look like it's taking over. Down here, it says, okay, maybe silver is really going to continue, hopefully where we hope it will go, but we're just in the no man's land. So that's it. It starts heading above here. You really want to start taking notice of gold against silver to outperform silver in some longer term time frames. Down below here, cracking this level here of around about 80.5. That is full silver versus gold, silver dominance versus gold. But we're in the no man's land. So that's all I've got to say for the gold to silver ratio. Ooh, wow. Tesla, hello. We won't take a look at Tesla though today. That is gold, silver, platinum, gold to silver ratio. Of course, you got to know about Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, my brand partner, also one of my current clients for my social media coaching. Okay, so I coach businesses how to create consistently engaging content. I help you set up YouTube channels and other social media, and I give you the tools and a content blueprint of how to create consistently engaging content. I teach you everything that I've learned since 2006, since starting my own, my first YouTube channel, and then, launching and growing Bullion Now's YouTube channel from 0 to 20,000 subscribers, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that was a plug for me. Short answer is I'm helping Perth Bullion Exchange do the same thing, and they're kicking goals. Check out their YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and type in Perth Bullion Exchange. They've got we're kind of like neck and neck on subscribers right now. I think I have 668 or 667, and they've got 664. So I'm very proud to see them getting more subscribers than me. Then that means I'm teaching them the right things and they're doing even better than me. So good on them. Okay, they're imbibing my skills. Okay, but this is their website, perthbullion.com.au. First bullion dealer in Australia to offer free shipping. Okay, it's unheard of. So you buy over a certain amount, you get free shipping, and also they're going to have a special of the week. If you type in special, and it'll come up there, special currently, which will finish today. It should have finished yesterday, but it was a public holiday in WA yesterday. So they've still got, for probably another hour, the 1 gram Britannia minted gold bars for $5 off. Their next special is coming in about an hour's time, roughly. So what will that be? I actually don't know, but go check out perthbullion.com.au for all your physical bullion needs that you hold in your hand or you in your safe at home, and all that kind of stuff. But if you also like and appreciate and are open to unallocated gold programs where the gold is held for you, you still own it, but it's held for you. There's no storage fees, all that kind of stuff. You must check out Wealthstack, wealthstack.com, my second brand partner. Head over there. They're a newer company, Australian-based, Australian fully regulated, all that kind of stuff. It's an unallocated gold program. They will be adding silver. They will be adding platinum. They'll be adding a whole bunch of features like a debit card and redeeming for physical gold, all that stuff. But right for now, what you do is you can save, invest, and transact in physical gold digitally. Again, because they hold the gold for you. It is a 100% gold-backed program, okay? And you do it with a Wealthstack account. Okay, right there. So go over to wealthstack.com, download it for Android or iPhone on your phone, right? That's a phone app. And I'm going to show you the phone app in just a second. If you go over to YouTube and type in Wealthstack, or you can find them at youtube.com, Wealthstack-gold right here. It's a pretty new company, so they've got a couple of subscribers. So head over, give them a subscribe as well. But they have just put out some how-to guides. So for example, and will I pop on the, yeah, I will. Give me a second. If I go like this and get rid of that channel. No, I don't want that. That's not that. That's that. No, that shouldn't come up. Okay, fantastic. Let's see if you can hear it. Let's play some stuff here. Let's talk about guide to making a deposit or guide to making a transfer. Yeah, there we go. We'll do that. Right there. Oh, God, I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, let's check out that right here. So, for example, check out their informative videos. Right, so a whole bunch of how-tos and also how to make a purchase, for example, how to buy gold. Right, teach you how to buy gold on the Wealthstack app. So again, Wealthstack is, and I'll get rid of that, Wealthstack is an unallocated gold program, real physical gold held for you in your name. You do own it, but it's held for you by one of the largest gold and silver vaulting services in the entire world. That is their partner that Wealthstack work with, and lots of other things coming. As I said, a debit card is coming, physical redemption is coming. Just go to wealthstack.com, click on how it works, and then, or go down to the bottom left-hand side, click on the frequently asked questions page, regular frequently asked questions, and it's free to join and all that stuff. So at least download the app and check it out. I think it's well worth a look. That is Wealthstack. Let's get to some comments, and then we shall do a chart request, if possible, if we have one. GMS says Knackers O'Reilly. But yes, the short answer, if you click the time codes to go to the comment section. The short answer with gold today is I do feel like the steam is starting to run out. Okay, we've had a good move and a period of consolidation here wouldn't be surprising. That's all I'm saying. Okay, you've certainly got room to move a little bit higher, but it's just starting to getting a bit peaky. Okay. Tony Pearson says JP and Co. do more spot slam downs on the canvas than WWF. That's right, exactly right. Let's see. Debt is great says the way the Middle East is going from bad to worse. Easy to make the argument. Easy to make the argument the precious metals don't fall much. Well, yeah, don't fall much. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I could see that. Again, I think that best buy zone for me would be a good area of that 2,250 to 2,150. Again, am I saying it's going there? No. But it just wouldn't be surprising. Okay, watch gold when the dollar goes down, says Jenny Arnold. Yes, very true. And true, says Jenny. Says Tony, March 2020 was a big drop. Yes, October 2020 was a big jump. Yep, $10 difference in AG between the two. Yeah, 32 and 42, that's right. Joe says, Lance, Joe, one day can we look at silver price USD versus the Shanghai benchmark? Okay, that's something we can have a look at, probably, but not today. Probably. I still stand by my $48 AG in October. That's 48, winky face, $48 in Australian dollars, says Tony. Let's see. Platinum's a harsh mistress. It really is a harsh mistress. Yes, like and subscribe, people. Let's see. Any chart requests in particular, or can I just get out of here for the rest of the day and then speak to my clients and do all the other stuff I've got to do? Any final comments and queries? Our friends, JP Morgan & Co., who like making metals cheaper for the East to consume by paper shorts. Check out weekly COT charts to see their work. Yeah. Mr. Slammies, as they call them. Final comments. Jason Ashworth says, if BRICS currency linked to gold, would Western countries do everything they can to devalue gold to F with the currency to get it to collapse? Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah, so if BRICS come out and say, hey, we're linking our new currency to the price of gold, would Western countries go, well, screw you then? Yeah, you want to do that? Cool. That's a possibility. Lance says a retest of 2300 would be good. Looks like your load up point there, Lance. Tony's getting into the little bit woo-woo side of things. Tony Peterson says 50-year Jubilee starts December 24th. Debt Jubilee? ? You never know. Year of the Jubilee. Okay. We'll talk about this on another topic another day. I think we'll do something about debt default. So I think we need to start talking about debt default very, very soon. Okay. The short answer is, depending on who gets in power in the US, a debt default could be happening sooner rather than later. But we'll talk about that another time. That is it. Eagerly awaiting the outcome of the October BRICS summit in Russia, the repricing of gold, potentially. I think that is it, people. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't think we're going to do any chart requests. No, I'm going to get out of here. My kids have just returned from grandma's house as well, so they're probably about to barge in and go, Dad, it's school holidays. Let's go. So love me some woo-woo, Joe. I know you do. You remember that? We'll do another one soon. You remember that one of the very first episodes I did was we talked about our favorite conspiracy theories. I'm going to do another one of those soon. I think is a good idea. Coming up very soon, quickly, just before I go, coming up soon, hopefully this week, we're going to have a few things. I'm still trying to get Yankee Stacking on the show. So Yankee, if you're watching, I'm going to send you another email. We'll get you on the show, have a bit of a collab video. So hopefully that might be coming this week. I really want to talk to Ricky from Perth Bullion Exchange, do a live interview and talk about Ricky's unallocated gold program. And also at the same time, I got to launch my membership program as well, which is going to get you amazing discounts from Perth Bullion Exchange and all that extra content and all that stuff. So hopefully that's coming all this week. But stay tuned here at Good Morning Stackers. I'm going to end the show right here. And thanks for watching, of course. Again, steam's starting to run out, in my humble, non-financial advice opinion. Could I be wrong? Yes. Should you dollar cost average anyway? Just do that. And, you're on easy street. All right, people. That has been...
Good Morning Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good Morning Stack.
All right.
Podcast
Grab
time.
your...
Grab a tasty beverage.
And let's do
get in
that.
the groove. Synchronize slurp.
In 3,
Now we're
2,
on the move.
1. Do it.
Good Morning Stack.
Thanks for watching Good Morning Stackers for September the 24th, 2024. You will get another one tomorrow morning. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking. See you then.